everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a really exciting one, and it's mostly going to be one of my favorite videos I've made so far. And as you read by the title, today we're going to be making tassel earrings, and these are one of my favorite type of earrings. I've made many tassel earrings before, and they've all come out really good and really pretty, and I've been wearing them since a really long time. And you can wear these for occasions, for functions, and also at home also. But you have to just take extra care of these earrings because these are made of thread, and they get tangled easily, and they start looking ugly easily. So you have to maintain them very well and keep them in a really really clean space. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do in today's video, and let's get started. So the first one, I'm gonna be doing the easiest one, and I'm gonna be making this from silk thread, and I'm gonna be choosing this light green color. So this one is the most easiest one among all the three which I'll be doing today, and it's gonna be the easiest one, as I said, and it's gonna be a little bit difficult in the process. So better see this properly and pay attention to how to make these earrings. So let's start with the process. So now that I've wrapped the thread around the cardboard and I've inserted the ring in the threads, so now I'm gonna slowly remove the threads from the cardboard. You might want to bend the cardboard also, but you have to remove the cardboard slowly, very slowly, so that the threads don't come out. And you have to keep in mind that this thing doesn't get undone. So here I am bending the cardboard a bit so that it can come out, and also you have to be careful about the ring, that also shouldn't come out from the threads. Like see, just now it just came out, so you have to be careful about that also. To be careful about many things, and as this is silk thread, so it will tend to slip everywhere, and you have to be careful with it and be patient. Yeah, now that I've got the threads, I am gonna be holding them like this. It's okay if one or two come out, but be careful, do not let the ring come out at any cost. So now that you're holding this, you're gonna take the thread again, and you're gonna hold it like this with one of your fingers, like the one which you're holding the threads with. So you're gonna hold it like this. It has to be as tight as possible on the ring, and you're just gonna start twisting like this. So once you start twisting like this, you can relax your fingers and hold it normally, because the threads won't come out after that, because it's already tightened with the threads, with the thread on top. And then you're gonna start doing like this, like tying a knot types. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate it around your fingers like this, and just loop it inside the tassel, inside the ring, and you're just gonna tighten it. You're gonna do this 3 to 4 times, back to back so that it becomes a perfect knot and does not come out. So now you have to test it and see whether this thread is gonna go back, but it is not. So and then you're gonna cut the thread a little bit extra and move everything aside. And next you're gonna cut all the loops of the threads you had created to make it into single threads. Over here you have to be careful again, and you have to cut all the threads also, and before you need to comb these also and wet these and comb these once so that they don't seem in such bad shape. And also if you wet these, it is more easier to find out. So first you're gonna comb this in order to find out if there are any uncut loops over here. See, I found one just now. And you have to be slowly combing them, because if you harshly comb these threads, then if there is a loop in between, then one whole thread will come out. So now there seems to be no loops in the tassel, and I'm gonna wet this and come in a minute. So I have this spray bottle in which I usually put water to for my makeup stuff, for my makeup sponge and all that. So I'm gonna be using this itself for now, so that I can show you how much to wet the tassel. So this is the wet tassel. I'm gonna just spray once more. So you're gonna make it completely wet, and it's gonna look like one single thing. And now you're gonna be combing it. You have to be really careful, because these get tangled when it is wet. And you have combed it and it's all straightened. You will need to cut all the uneven ends. We're gonna cut the topmost first and then trim. Okay, that looks even enough. And now you're gonna just leave it to dry so that it becomes straight and nice. And I will make the other tassel also in front of you guys. So these are the tassels, and I'll attach the hooks to both of the earrings, and these two are still wet. This is more wet than the before one. This has become a little bit dry, and you can see how straight and how silky they look. So I'll be attaching the hooks and keeping it to dry, and I'll show the final earrings towards the end of the video. So for this type of earring, I made this kind of chain. So I had these individual rings. So So I just put them into one another and made this chain kind of thing, and this is the hoop and this is the hoop which goes inside the ear. So yeah, I made this chain kind of thing, and I'll be attaching the tassels, small tassels one by one to it. So these are three different yellows I'm gonna be using for this earring, and I have made one earring already, and this is how it looks. So as you can see, I've assembled all the tassels into that chain which I showed you earlier, and these have been kind of a little bit tangled with each other and they look a little bit ugly, but you have to keep these carefully and it will be fine. So this is the chain on which I have to attach the tassels now, and I'll be showing you how to attach them. So these are already opened and I'm just gonna be putting them into the rings one by one and closing them. This is the final look of the earrings, and so these tassels are made with cotton threads and not like the ones which I made with silk thread earlier. So these have to be maintained little more properly, because as you can see this is already wrinkled. So one time before attaching the tassels to the earring, you one time wet it in water and then comb it with a comb, a thin comb, or maybe a clip which you usually wear, like the one I showed you earlier. So you can comb it when it is wet so that it becomes straight while it is dried, and also it doesn't get as much tangled. So you need to be careful with these tassel earrings so that they don't get tangled and they don't look really shabby, and you need to keep them in a very neat space and not crumple them or curl them anywhere, because once they get curled you need to again wet them and then comb them and then again make them straight. So you need to keep these in a very neat space and a very easy to store space, and not crumple them or curl them in random places. So these are the ones made with cotton threads. So, and I'll be making another one with cotton thread itself. So this is the second type of earring, and I'll be making another type of earring. Let's move on to the next one. So as you can see, these are the dried earrings of the first type of earrings, and look, as you can see, they look really nice and really straight. And also, as I said earlier, these are silk thread and they don't stick, and you can see them really nice and frilly type. And these are the final look of the yellow earrings, and as you can see, they have become a little bit tangled and a little bit shabby kind of thing. So here first I'm taking a small strand of thread, and I'm gonna be just placing it in such a way so that it comes below the threads which are gonna be rotated around this object. Here you also have to count the number of rotations you're gonna do, because this matters a lot, because we're gonna be layering each tassel above one another. So now we're gonna be removing the threads which are rotated around this object with the help of the strand which we had put earlier. It is gonna take a little bit longer, but you have to be really careful. So now we'll be tying the threads together with the strand which I had put earlier, and it's gonna be secure and safe and the threads won't come out. So now we'll be securing all the threads by twisting another thread on top, like how we did for the earlier ones. Here we're supposed to find the center point of the tassel so that we can attach the next tassel in the next layer, and also you need to cut these tassels evenly so that it doesn't look odd after layering them above one another. As these are cotton threads, it is easier to find the mid center point of this tassel, but when it comes to silk thread, it is a bit difficult because those are really silky and really flowy. So that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed the jewelry making session of this video. And you can make these tassels for bookmarks or for your dupattas or anything. And it's just that you have to just sew the tassels to your cloth piece if you want to make it for your dupatta or your kurti and all that. And also you can make these tassels in wool also, and you can use it as decoration purpose, or you can just make it like a hanging kind of thing. And it also does almost the same process of what I showed you just now. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and also please subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know in the comments below if you want me to try different types of tassel earrings, and please suggest me more type of tassel earrings so that I can make them. And also, if you want quilled earrings also, please let me know in the comments. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in another video. Bye.